So David, let's start with that cup win. How important was it in terms of confidence?
Massively. Obviously, it's no secret that our form hasn't been great as of late. So, we had to rectify that on the weekend just gone. And Wycombe's one of the harder places to go in the Football League, I feel. So, yeah, it was great to get a victory.
Yeah, was that part of the motivation, that, trying to put something right after a couple of really disappointing league results?
Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't necessarily call it the magic of the FA Cup because, we actually back ourselves against most teams. But when you're in a bad vein of form, you just kind of want to get the winning back and recreate those winning habits.
Yeah, it's interesting that. So the romance of the cup, that's not really a factor. It's like, this is a chance to get back into winning ways, whatever the competition.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, obviously Morecambe was a League One club last year, so it's not like we're playing against the Premier League team in Wycombe, with all due respect to our top side. But we felt if we sort of implemented our style, then we could 100% win the game, and it was a nice 2-0 win and a clean sheet.
And Swansea away in the next round. Not a massive club, but an interesting tie.
Yeah, I think it's a nice draw. Obviously it's a top football club, but there's obviously respect there. But we feel like we could actually travel up there and get an upset for sure.
And now another big game, Stockport top of the table at home this weekend. A chance to get the league form right again after putting it right in the cup. Yeah,
I think we haven't won a league game in 4, if I'm not corrected. But obviously we know they're a top side, and again there's respect there, but there's no fear. At home, I think we've only lost 1 all season, so we back ourselves at home against anyone. And in these type of games, you have to focus on the opponent, but at the same time make sure you play your own game, because we're a side that on our day we can beat anyone. Yeah,
I spoke to the manager, David, about repeating that first half hour against Newport County, but preferably 90 plus minutes of it.
Yeah. I mean, after that Tuesday night game, we were extremely disappointed not to come away with the 3 points. But we realised that we had to be more clinical, and then we took that onto Wycombe, and then hopefully we're going to take that onto the weekend as well.
Yeah, Stockport had that terrific winning run, didn't they? 12 games winning, but that ended. They're beatable, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, of course, it's League Two, so everyone's beatable. You just have to try to be consistent more often than not.
And it'll be a big crowd. How important will the fans' role be?
Massive. I mean, the crowd are our 12th man at home, and even our travelling support's always absolutely phenomenal. So they'll 100% help us, as they do every game.
How do you see your own form so far this season? You pleased?
Yeah, pleased. I feel I still have a lot to give in a Morecambe shirt. I don't feel like I've necessarily given my best yet.
Why's that?
Just I have very high standards of myself, but I feel like the best is yet to come.
And what about the league table? There's been a disappointing run of league results, but there's games in hand, and you're still in the frame, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, of course. I mean, in this league, if you get 2 wins on the bounce, and then you're sort of sitting pretty in the playoffs again. So I feel like we're only 4 points off the playoffs. I don't really tend to look at the league table that much, but I mean, a couple wins and you're right there.
And what's it like working with the new manager? I know he was a familiar face beforehand.
Yeah, brilliant. Me personally, I can only speak sort of for myself. I've really enjoyed it. He's a real football man. He has real football intelligence, the gaffer does, and he's a great person.
And is there much difference to the previous manager?
Yeah. I mean, Derek sort of had his own ways, and the boss now has his. They're 2 completely different people. I feel like they have similar footballing principles, but at the same time, the gaffer now has his way that he wants to play, and he's been implementing that in training, and it's our job to take the information provided on board and to display it on the weekend.
Get money for your old phone, MazumaMobile.com.